Yes, welcome my friends, welcome everyone. We had started talking and then the doctor got an emergency. The doctor got an emergency and I had to go. But I'm here back. In the evening we always have random talks. We always have some random talks and it is good. It is good to talk. It's good to talk. It's good to associate ourselves with every family, every person here. Our friends, our everything. Our friends are everything. Friends are everything. We say our mental health is the very important thing that we have in our life. Our mental health is the important thing we have in our life. So we had just started talking about epilepsy, for which we did not go so deep. And then we got some issues that came out. Issues that I could not resist but go and intervene. So my friends who are here, friends who are here, and everyone who is here, hope you are doing good. Everyone who is watching, everyone who is will come to this live, and everyone who is coming right from here. This is Benjamin the Wise Guy. Finding Donna. Hi Benjamin. Yes, finding Donna. I hope you are doing good where you are. We had started talking about a topic called epilepsy and issues came out. So I had to run and work. Sometimes when it comes to working and it becomes a problem. So everyone who is watching, if you are new to this channel, I usually say subscribe to the channel. Come to the chat and tell us where you are watching from. Where you are watching from. And if you are new to the channel, my friends, we love friends. If you are new to the channel, come and tell us, I'm watching from this state of Alabama. I'm watching from Africa. I'm watching from Asia. All those places. Welcome. Don't just come and go without telling us I was here. This is Benjamin the Wise Guy channel. Here we talk about issues concerning health matters. Health matters is what brings us here. So if you are here and you feel that you want to let us know where you are from, which place you are chilling from, or which state you are chilling from, come to the chat. Tell us to the chat. We have more friends that are here. Like the topic of today was epilepsy. Today I've come earlier because I stopped because of something. So I had to come early and continue with the topic. So my good friends that are watching, the new friends that are in the chat, don't just leave. Subscribe. Leave your subscription and come to the chat and tell us where you are watching from. Maybe you are watching from the US, maybe you are watching from Kenya, maybe you are watching from all parts of the world that you are in. You see, just tell us where you are watching from. Epilepsy, a neurological metilidrim. I'm watching from Antarctica. Welcome. Thanks a lot for watching from Antarctica. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any medical question, you can post it. We help. Vivian Sponchi, what is your bank account? My bank account, I use a Kenyan bank account. Vivian, yours, what is your bank account? Yeah, here so cold. Yes, Antarctica. I want to visit Antarctica one day. I said next year I'm starting to travel, so I may visit Antarctica. Ametilidrim. Subscribe to my channel and text me somewhere. Maybe when I'm traveling there, you should tell me what I can carry so that I cannot come there and suffocate with the cold. Antarctica is a very cold place. I usually view the I usually view the Nat Geo on TV and see how cold it is. You see, Ametia Rim. Ametia Rim. I'm sending $4,000. Yeah, Vivian, you want to send me $4,000? You can send through YouTube. Just super chat or send whatever that you can. No worries. Don't worry about my bank account. You can use that super chat that is there. No worries. No worries. Okay, but why should you send me money for the first day? We should. I fear getting money on the first days. You should mingle first. Your English better than USA guys, by the way. Right. Good one. Thanks everyone that is watching. If this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe, because your English like international English. Yeah, I am having an international English. Thanks. If you are here and it's your first time, this is the place that we talk about medical issues. I'm a doctor. I'm called Dr. Ben. I'm coming from Africa, a country called Kenya. Vivian Sponge, I'm coming from a country called Kenya. So if you want to know more about medicine, about your health, this is the platform that we meet. You see, we have one of our friends that is here that is called Finding Donna. Finding Donna is one of us. You can check her channel too, and more that are coming. You see, and more that are coming. Yeah, I have problem in my nose. Okay, Ametidia Lynn. Your name gives me problems, man. Your name. What is the problem on your nose? What is your problem on your nose? Let's get to see what's the problem that is in your nose. If you can say it here, please say it. But if you don't want to, do you have a car? Yes. Vivian Sponge, I have a car. I drive a BMW E6530i. That's my car. I love BMWs. But here we are talking about medical issues. Here we are talking about issues concerning health. So let's talk about issues. I don't have nose. Okay. Yes, how can I change my tie? These guys, they have come to bring issues of cars in a medical journal, but it's good they are interacting. If this is your first time in my chat, please subscribe and like. Give me a like. Before we are giving, this is about car medical. Okay, those ones. Car medical, I usually take it to a garage where I get some mechanics and engineers to sort it out. I'm a doctor. I sort problems of people's problems. So my guys that are watching, if you have not, please like the live and subscribe to this channel. You may get more, but you may wonder. Here we talk about medical issues, and we also interact to ourselves and mingle, and we become a good big community. Actually, I'm sick and I have here to support people. I'm here to support people. Oh, that's nice. Helping hand is a very important thing. Give an helping hand to your brother when he's crying out. Give an helping hand to your sister. Sister, what are you say when she is all lonely, where he has no friends? Jack has to be in his name. You see, that is a good thing to do. You see, now let's talk about medical issues. This time we were talking about something that is called epilepsy. And that is what we are continuing in. Every new person that is coming, please interact with any person that is here, and interact and get to know each other. So Vivian Jones, welcome. I've told you about bank account. For now, no. And personal questions sometimes are good, but let's get to know each other first. Hey, I have one medical problem, but I'm shy. Yes, you can ask. If you feel that you can't ask on this platform, what you can do, what you can do is you can text me on one of the videos, then we will link up later. I try to sort your issue. So we were talking about epilepsy. Epilepsy is a problem that has yes, can ask Ameti. Your name is hard to pronounce. How can I pronounce it? Let me see. You've given me a yes, Onik. Welcome Onik to the platform. Welcome Onik to the platform. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. I thank you for joining in, Onik. Are you a doctor? Yes, I've said, Vivian, I've said I'm a doctor from Africa. I'm Dr. Ben from Africa. So like and subscribe to my channel and let's recap. My carrot, a little short. You know how I can. Onik, my friends, the new friends today are just making me laugh. Like Ametidilia is saying my carrot is a little short. How can I fix it? That is a personal question. That is a personal question. I would like you to keep it personal. Text me on one of the videos. I'll reply and I'll give you away. So Vivian, thanks for subscribing. And what you have said, you can send it through the super chats. No bank accounts here. You can do it through the super chats. Yeah, okay, so Ametidilia, text me on one of the videos and let's discuss that privately. You see, some people may be offended when I discuss those issues here. So let's talk about what? Epilepsy. Let's talk about epilepsy. What is epilepsy? What is epilepsy? Epilepsy, we said, is a greetings to Dr. Benjamin and everyone in the chat. I'm heading into the shower, so I'll be listening in the background. Thank you a lot. Thank you for that. Now, epilepsy is a chronic neurological disorder in which a person has recurrent and provoked seizures caused by abnormal electric activities in the brain. You see, that is what is called what? That is called epilepsy. So, okay, you are a doctor but you are sick. What is your problem? You can help each other to help each other. So, with epilepsy, a person has 2 or more unprovoked seizures. They just come from nowhere. Or one with a high chance of recurrence. It may affect you, movement, sensation, awareness, emotions, behaviors, and unconsciousness. What is a seizure? A seizure is a temporary episode of abnormal brain activity. A temporal episode of abnormal brain activity. That is called a seizure. So the brain just becomes having a problem. That is a seizure. We classified them. I will go through them very fast so that we can save time because we just started. We have something that we call, let me go through them. Types of epilepsy. Focal epilepsy. We have 2 types of focal epilepsy, which is focal aware seizure and focal impairment awareness seizure, where you are not aware of how you have the epilepsy. We have generalized epilepsy. The main types of generalized epilepsy are tonic-clonic seizures, absent seizures, myoclonic seizures, atonic seizures, tonic seizures, clonic seizures. You see, tonic-clonic. Stiff and jerky responses. That is called tonic-clonic. Clonic is repetitive, jerk. What causes epilepsy? That is where the problem comes, because some people say it is unknown. So give me some minutes as you watch this brain function here. As you watch this brain, I'll come to explain something. Just a minute, I come. Watch that. I come. Watch this as I come. I'm coming to explain something. Watch that. and look at it as I come.
Itu saya jodoh sih Bapak. Salah.
Yeah, yes. I'm back. I'm from America. Who is that saying? Oh, Vivian from Armenia. Vivian from Armenia is saying I'm from America. Okay. Let's continue to talk about epilepsy. Let's continue to talk about epilepsy. Epilepsy is epilepsy is a condition that so many people undergo, and some others do not know that they are undergoing epileptic seizures, because you see we can categorize them into several you see, like a tonic seizure is whereby someone just loses strength of a muscle and you may not know you are undergoing an epileptic episode. So we will start by going through these seizures one by one. We'll start by going through them one by one, so that we can know how to work out when we meet a person. I've said some many people have epilepsy and they don't know. So let's move from okay. So welcome to the platform. As you know, if you have anything that is going on, if you have any problem that you want us to talk about, just come with your topic. Let's talk about it. And sometimes people have to come at work. Sometimes you come online, you are called for duty, and you have to go and respond to that duty that you've been called on. Now let's talk about these episodes, the episodes that we have talked about, the types of seizures that we have talked about, Let's start with the first one, which is the focal partial episode. The focal partial episode. What is let's see here. Focal partial episode. Yes. Vivian Sponge was here. I'm from America. Vivian is from America. I'm also a doctor, but I'm sick. Okay. Vivian is also a doctor, but sick. This word is so complicated a complicated word to spell. Let me see. Ametiedirim. That is from one of the new guys that was here. Ametiedirim, a very funny, nice word. No, so we were talking about epilepsy. Epilepsy is common complication to some people, and we have said it is categorized into several types. Categorized into several types, and we can see this type of focal epilepsy, which is called partial. Focal epilepsy is called partial epilepsy. It is partial. It is not like the other one that is full, that comes from both sides. This one, it starts from one part of the brain, the focal epilepsy. People that are epileptic, and they have focal epilepsy. It starts from one part of the brain. So tell me where you are so that we can interact and see. Now, what is focal epilepsy? Focal epilepsy. What is focal epilepsy? Focal epilepsy is a type of epilepsy in which seizures begin from one specific brain region and then involving the whole brain at the start. You see that? From one place, specific place, and involving the whole brain at the start. That is focal. Focal means a specific place. So these are types of epileptic condition. People just know about epilepsy, but they don't know there are several types of epileptic condition. So the abnormal electric activity starts from a localized area in the brain and groups of neurons, and may stay confined at the area or spread to other parts of the brain or spread to whole brain, becoming generalized. If you are watching me, tell me where you are watching from. Let's get to interact with you guys. Let's get to interact. Tell me which country you are watching from. Come to the chat, tell me where you are watching from. Don't just watch and run away. Don't just watch and run away. You see, it's important to tell me where you are watching from. Okay. Now let's continue with this talk. How the brain is involved. How is the brain involved? The brain works through electric signaling between neurons. You see, the one we were discussing, Cooking with Kemisha, Dr. Ben. Greetings, Les and chat. Welcome. I'm doing this topic today earlier because I did not have time. I've been having emergencies cooking a Kamisha in and out. So we are talking about focal epilepsy. Focal epilepsy is whereby it starts from a specific region and then it spreads, or it may stay there. The funny brain function, the funny brain signaling. And I said it's like electricity. You know, the brain has electrical conducting system that makes the nerves spread the impulse to your body so that you can move, smile, do the things. So this electric system, when they are not working correctly at specific place, you may have problems. You may start having problems. Dr. Ben, can a child grow out of it? Epileptic, that is a very important question, because when we started, we said most of the epileptic condition, let me answer that slowly so that people can understand it, because it's a common question that people have asked. The causes are generalized and the impact to the brain is sometimes not known. So, Dr. Ben, can a child, I pray for my daughter to grow out of it. Some people have grown out of epilepsy and some have not. So, children can, many children have outgrown it depending on the type of epilepsy they have. Between childhood absent epilepsy, benign Rolandic epilepsy, and febrile epilepsies, children outgrow them. I don't know cooking with Kemisha which type. Fiona, hi Fiona, hope you're doing good. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Fiona. Thanks for logging in. Hope you are well. Yes, I'm well. I saw you eating guavas today to your chat. It was yesterday, I can't remember. Cooking with Kemisha, I don't know which type of epileptic condition that your child has, unless you tell me. I can tell you if it is possible or not. So there are specific ones like childhood epilepsy, absent epilepsy, the absent one. And I don't remember. I will ask her doctor again and let you know. How does it come? Does it come progressively? Is it the absent one that the child is just looking at you and the child is convulsing? Is it that the one that focal one, tonic-clonic, that he's stiff and having jerks? Which is the character? If you tell me, I can tell you which type the child has. And at times, hope it denies with birth injuries of the brain, because sometimes brain birth injuries can bring problems to the child. So for that reason, I have to continue. The first one is focal epilepsy, that starts from one position of the brain and spreads through the body. It starts from one place of the brain, spreads, or no, it's not progressive. It happens fast. She will be looking at you and just zone out, or she's shaking like 2 seconds. Oh, that one is tonic one, tonic clonic. That one is if when she regains her conscience, she will be like, what happened? Oh, how long does it take to regain conscience? How long does it take to regain conscience? Many children have outgrown. Oh, Onik is here. Onik is here, and also her friend is here, Fiona. Welcome both of you. You know, when you are having a convulsion, when you are a child, you can outgrow it so fast, because as the child grows, the therapy that this child undergoes, it makes this child outgrow these complications. So the partial ones, like the one that cooking with Kemisha has, less than a minute, it means cooking with Kemisha. How old is the child? How old is the child? At least if the child is under 5 years, you should do an MRI at 5 years and wait again after 3 years and repeat another MRI. So when you repeat the other MRI, at times it happens so fast, at times you would not realize. Yes, I would. How old is the child cooking? Oh, 6 years. Have you ever done a brain MRI? It's important to know if you have ever done a brain MRI. Onik, how are you doing? I hope you are doing good. She do. The brain, hope the brain was clear, but you see some brain compressions come gradually, and in children they may cause convulsions. So to rule out brain compressions and convulsions, you should repeat it when this child gets at least 8 or 9 or 10 years. Between the 3 years, 8, 9, 10, you should repeat the MRI so that you be sure there is no anything that is compressing, that is growing. That one you will know if you give this child good therapy. One day the child may outgrow, or the seizures will go on reducing and reducing. It's very important to do the MRIs repeatedly and get specific. And when he is showering, he can stay long in water. It will attack her. Yes, most of the people with, when you stay long in water, it introduces the electric impulse. So most people with epilepsy, they don't stay most in water, mostly when it is showers. showers attack them. So let's continue. If you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and like the talk. If you have a question, ask the question. Let's interact. Now, what is focal epilepsy? It is an epilepsy that something starts from a point at the end and it spreads over, or it can stay there producing jerky electrical impulses, and it makes the whole body have a problem. You see, that is called focal epilepsy. Focal epilepsy. How the brain is involved? How is the brain involved? It's just in one area of her head. Yes, that is, your child is affected by focal, which is partial epilepsy. That's why it is not so vibrant, cooking with Kemisha. That is why hope he is on is he doing phenytoin, or is he doing phenobarbital, or valproate? There is another one called carbamazepine. Which drug is your child using? Sometimes children are given phenytoin. Yes, phenytoin to reduce the episodes. Greetings again, Benjamin, the wise guy, and the whole team. One love. Thank you, FRC, for joining in. We are talking about epilepsy, and what we are using just lancosamide. Okay, lancosamide. Yes, you can add one of the anti-epileptic agents like phenytoin, phenobarbital, carbamazepine at a low dose to stop the episodes from coming. Lancosamide is good, but having one of those is very important. Cooking with Kemisha, but since she is taking it, I see where it's less attacking her. Yes, lancosamide helps to reduce episodes of of epilepsy. Sorry, someone knows. So let's continue. Sorry about that. Someone had called. Yes, sorry about that. Someone had disrupted my stream, but I'm okay right now. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for waiting at it. So we were talking about lancosamide. Lancosamide helps at times. It helps to reduce. It's a brand name, anticonvulsant. It is called Vimpat. Yes, anticonvulsant. It is an anticonvulsant, just as the phenytoin. But some people who like using double. There are some people who like using double therapy, like using lancosamide and phenobarbital at a low dose. So if lancosamide is given, normally you give you give a phenobarbital. They control seizures so well, but mostly children are given phenytoin and lancosamide, and they work so well. So we were talking about the focal, which are partial. I think cooking with Kemisha's child has a partial what episode of it. So let's talk about what is focal. The brain is involved at a particular place, and in focal epilepsy, a small area and region of the brain is overexcited. Wow, coffee cakes, welcome. Coffee cakes, sorry for I didn't pick your call on Instagram. I have been so tight. I didn't even finish my topic at that time, but I'll get back to you we talk. I get back to you, we talk. No worries. It's if you call and I don't pick, just leave a message. If it is an emergency, please, and I can reply when it's time. So at focal epilepsy, a small region of the brain becomes overexcited. A small region of the brain becomes overexcited, and the neurons fire excessively abnormally. The neurons, you see this is the nerves of your brain, and then the neurons work like this. So they fire overexcitedly. So this is how they connect. Neurons connect. This is how neurons connect. So they fire excessively. You see, this creates the body to have an electron imbalance, electricity imbalance. And when your body has electricity imbalance, that's where you get jerky movements. That's where you get jerky movements. Example is frontal lobe, jerky movements and problems. So if you have a problem on your brain, which is the frontal region, you will have jerky movement, speech problems and speech problems. Temporal lobes are these sides, temporal lobes. You will have strange emotions, deja vu, people call them deja vu, and memory changes, occipital lobe, occipital, flashy lights and visual disturbances. It depends on the side of the injury where the electricity is coming from. This is just focal. Focal means a specific region of your brain is firing too fast electricity, and the impulses are coming where you cannot control, or you have a problem with the one of the places of your brain, the nervous system and the controlling of the neurotransmitters like GABA. Now, types of focal seizures. Let's talk about type of focal seizures. The focal seizures, previously called simple passion types. How are they? How are these types coming out? The person remains conscious and aware. This one is focal seizures. The person remains conscious and aware of what is happening. So guys, if you are coming in right now, you are a new person. This is a platform of Benjamin the Wise Guy. Don't fail to subscribe. Don't fail to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to interact and help each other through medical advices and interactions and impulses that are abnormal. Several electric impulses that are abnormal. Oh, Onic24, how are you doing? Thanks, Stan's Kitchen, for coming. Stans, I forgot the cooking that you are doing. The how was you calling it? It was called, I forgot. Okay, let's talk about characters of focal. The person remains conscious and aware. Can't remember events backwards after you've come. You have recovered, you can't remember what happened. You see, symptoms may twitching of one body part. Just, you see, it is this one is explaining what our friend Cooking with Kemisha was saying about the sun. You start twitching one body part, just twitching one body part. It is called focal because it is being submitted from one part of the brain. One part of the brain is firing too fast. So you have tinkling sensation, strange smells or taste. You start having strange smells or taste. And suddenly deja vu, something that just comes once and then it changes. You forget everything when you wake up. It is called deja vu. And then you have visual disturbances. Duration always is usually seconds, like 2 minutes. You see? So Cooking with Kemisha, we understand now that what is happening is focal seizure, focal epilepsy. This is a thing that, but most of the children that grow up with focal seizures, they grow up and go out of it, you know. As far as was not trauma from birth, that is the difference. A child can have a seizure because of traumatic event during birth, during delivery. But if it is something that is there from birth and the delivery process was okay, some children overgrow it. So welcome, my friends. Tell me where you are watching from. Those that are coming in, tell us where you are watching from. If you are watching from here, Kenya, if you are watching from South Africa, in Africa, or Africa at large, or if you are watching from the USA, or if you are watching from Asian countries, please tell us. I'm here, I'm new, I'm watching from this and this country. So welcome, my people. We have focal impaired awareness seizures. Focal impaired awareness seizures. We are still at focal seizures, types of focal seizures. You see, types of focal seizures. This person, you see, the other one, the person was conscious and aware and can remember anything afterwards. But this second one is focal awareness impaired awareness seizures. The other one was focal awareness. This one is focal impaired. The awareness is impaired. Previous called complex partial seizures. You see, has altered awareness and confusion. A person gets confused. He may stare blankly without thinking or doing anything. May not respond properly. Often does not remember the seizure. You know, there are some people when they wake up, they can't remember even what happened. The only things someone can ask, if this person fell down, he can ask you, why am I dirty? What happened? Why am I dirty? Can't remember even the seizure. This is called focal awareness impaired seizure. Focal impaired awareness seizure. You see? Very important. Automatism, lips marking, repetitive hand movements like this, picking of clothes, like someone is picking or catching you like this, repetitive movements, or wandering around. In the compound, you may see someone just walking around aimlessly, going round. Person might be having a seizure. This often arises from temporal lobes. So if you see that a person is wandering around, picking clothes repetitively, and lips marking like, and is looking, the eyes are popped out, and is continuously doing that, just know there is a problem, and this person is having a seizure. You know. But if you stay with them, mostly the people know. There is focal to bilateral tonic-clonic seizures. This is the third one. We are still in focal clonic. We are still in focal clonic, focal epilepsy. And these are epilepsy that are not so worse, but people can overgrow them. If you are watching and you have a question, any medical question, please put that question on the chat. Let's discuss the question. And if you are a new person and you are watching, don't just leave. Subscribe to the channel to get some notification, and always double tap your screen, give me your like. Let's get to grow this channel. Me and you, let's grow this channel, and we continue growing the channel. Focal impairness awareness seizure, we have talked about that. Let's talk about focal to bilateral tonic-clonic seizures. Focal to bilateral. Focal, the seizure starts in one area. Cooking with Kemisha. Cooking with Kemisha is giving me a thumbs up. Or what does that mean? Sometimes I don't know how these things mean. Cooking with Kemisha, tell me about that. What is that? Does that mean? please, in a kind way. The seizure starts in one area and then spreads to both hemisphere of the brain, focal to bilateral. The other one was focal impairments, where you cannot remember you had the seizure, and the other one was focal awareness seizure. So focal to bilateral, it starts somewhere and spreads to the whole of the brain, You see? And what is a seizure? A seizure is an abnormal jerky responses due to electricity impairment to your brain and the body. So welcome for you are watching where you are. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Check if you have liked the video. If you have not liked, please double tap your screen, like the video, and let's grow together. You may even share to someone. Tell someone that, hey, there is this channel that I saw. Maybe you can get help when you need, or when you are seated, you can learn one or two things. Now, focal to bilateral, it spreads to both hemispheres of the brain. You see, apologies, got a call. I am back. Welcome back, Coffee Cakes. Welcome back, Coffee Cakes. My head really hurt, but I'm listening. I'm here listening. Cooking with Kamisha is are you where you are? Is it very hot, or why or having a long day? You can take some water, coffee, or take some paracetamol to relieve the headache. Now let's talk about the focal to bilateral. That is what we are talking about. Focal to bilateral. The person may lose consciousness, fall, and stiffen, tonic face, because it is hitting both lobes. It started from this side and it is hitting this side. Chat and the host, hi. Oh, Habs, long time. How are you doing, Habs? Hope you are doing good. You are busy sometimes, and sometimes you cannot talk, and I understand. Habs, welcome to the chat. What about those who clog their mouth because they have drunk a lot of alcohol or taken drugs? Is it only Caesar that cause church? Yes. Stan's Kitchen, when people are taking alcohol and drugs, it impairs the kidneys when it comes to elimination, and also it gives the liver a lot of work, metabolism, when it comes to how can I say, metabolism, breaking down the elements of these drugs. So what happens is you have electrolyte imbalance, like potassium, sodium, and glucose goes down. So what you are exposing yourself to is the complication of brain damage that is called encephalopathy. So you can have a seizure. But it doesn't mean that you are epileptic. No, it is just like a child whose temperatures have gone so high, and this child is having a seizure. You see, those are the problems. Yesterday at work, I have a rough day. My head hurts from yesterday. It's 90 degrees now. Oh, sometimes when it is hot, you need to take a bath, and if your head is hurting, take some paracetamol. Thanks, Stan's Kitchen. Those people are not epileptic, Stan's Kitchen. But the problem is, if they continue with taking what they are taking, they will end up, and hey, I am losing the track. They will end up to get brain injury, and it will be permanent. So if you take alcohol and you get a seizure, you should start stopping to take alcohol. Now, the person may lose consciousness. This is focal to bilateral. Stiffen and shake the rhythm. Shake rhythmically. It is rebounding. and the head is the one which controls the whole of your body. So it comes to be tonic-clonic. You jerky, stiff and clonic. It becomes stiff and clonic. You see, you start having stiff and clonic seizures. You see, it is very important to do what? To check these issues that people are undergoing and not confuse. The dosage of epilepsy is given by the kind of epileptic disorder that you are undergoing. So if you are coming in, the coffee cakes, my friend, Onyx, Stan's Kitchen, all of you that are in the house, please don't ask a question. Let's interact. You know, an interactive session is a session. It makes people feel nice. So welcome to the chat. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe to the chat. Now we have another thing that we need to discuss. There is something that is called causes of epilepsy. This is where the confusions and the problems always starts from. Stands the Explorer. Hi sir, I am back. The Explorer, welcome back. Please, your like and your share this channel, the Explorer. You go for so long. What's happening? Or it is work? Thanks for coming in, the Explorer. Thanks for coming in to the chat. Hit the like button and share. Promote this channel by sharing to many people that you know. Tell them we can come here and learn good stuff, medical stuff. You know, life is good when you are healthy. Barry, Dr. Ben, thumbs up, done. Welcome, Barry, working exercise. If I was in the US, I will be waking up and call Barry working exercise. Are you up? Where are we meeting to walk and talk? Sometimes I watch Barry walking exercise walk, and I feel like I wish we could be we could be always with him walking. You see. So the Explorer, if you have any question that you have, please ask the question. If you have any question that you need to ask the chat, ask the question towards the chat. I will answer, or tell us how you've been, where you are watching from, what you think I should up, and if you think I should bring something new to the chat, please be free to tell me you should bring this up to the chat, and let's interact and get to know everyone. You see, let's interact and get to know everyone. And what I'm saying is, life is better when you are healthy, not just physically, but when you are healthy even in your mind, without having toxic thinking, negative thinking, but you are just contented with what God has given you as life, you see, and you are not sick. So that is it. Now, causes of epilepsy. What makes people to have focal epilepsy? Focal epilepsy, we have said, is that one that starts from one part of the brain and goes towards the other parts, and it involves other parts. So what can make someone to have these problems? What can make, we are not talking about the seizures that people have taken drugs and then they start getting seizures. No, this is a repetitive session of you guys, Stan's Kitchen. I see. Yeah, sometimes you lack sleep and you start walking on. Yes, come in. Causes. Let's talk about this. Yes. Oh, Sudanese. Okay. Let's talk tomorrow. Okay. So true. Health is all you got. Take care of yourself. Yes. Let's take care of ourselves, my friends. Let's take care of our health. It is very important. Doctor, I have involuntary movement. They have me on a medicine for seizures. Yes, when you have involuntary movement, it means one part of the nervous system is firing concurrently, and involuntary means you can't control it comes by itself. So you have to take some medicine to stop the involuntary movement. So the coffee cakes, hope you are on Encoret. Encoret is a very good one. It's carbamazepine plus valproate. That one helps the involuntary movement at all. Dr. Benji doesn't sleep at all. He's on YouTube Street at night to support everyone. Primidone. Oh, Primidone is okay. Primidone is okay, but if you see that it's going on so much, you can upgrade to sodium encorate. Stan's Kitchen, this is our job. Sometimes sleeping is a problem. So you find out it's midnight and you don't have sleep. What do you do? And tomorrow maybe you are not waking up early. You go to find, okay, I will do, or coffee cakes, I will do. I go to find Stan's Kitchen and feel good while she's cooking, promote her. If I find Barry walking exercise, I go and find Barry walking exercise and promote her. And I usually tell us, as the growing generation, people like Barry walking exercise, they are our fathers. And they are giving us the right direction. So let's teach our children to go online and follow the right media so that we can have a good world. YouTube is just like a street there in New York, Nairobi City, Benin City, or France. Out there, your child is walking, finding friends. So I usually tell everyone, when you expose your children to media, let's expose our children to good media like Barry walking exercise, Stan's Kitchen, the coffee cakes, singing. You see, or we help our children to decide which good media they should follow up, and then we will be saving our future by helping our children to decide which good media. You cannot deny your children to be on media, never. The world has changed. So let's continue, my friends, that was by the way, cause of focal epilepsy. Structural causes. The brain structural causes may be one of the problems. The brain damage to the brain tissue can create seizure foci, head injury, accident, hit by something, fighting, boxing. Those people that trauma, can hit someone on the head severally until you start having focal seizure. You can hit someone until you start having focal seizure. Let's get to see head injuries, strokes. And I tell people strokes is when you have compression and one of your brain places of your brain is lacking. One of your brain is lacking what? Oxygen. One part of your brain is lacking oxygen. So deprivation of oxygen to any part of the brain, like deprivation, like clot can make blood not to go well in your brain. Okay, overbleeding, Abinsha Honjuam. Hello, Dr. Abina, welcome. You have gone so long. Please, thanks for coming in. Don't go without double tapping your screen, Abina. Like, double tap and like, and share this channel. Tell your friends to come here. We talk with them, Abina, please. Yes. Now, stroke. Stroke has many causes. Hemorrhagic stroke, cardiovascular stroke, you see, neurogenic stroke, making your brain to lack what? Yes, Abina, I remember you. I remember everyone that comes. I have a good memory. I remember everyone that comes in my channel. Yes, all those can make your brain get stroke. Brain infections like meningitis, fungal meningitis or cryptococcal meningitis or bacterial meningitis. You have seen many people that have infection like meningitis, they are convulsing. You see, they usually convulse. That is brain injury, infection, scar tissue. Some people may get an accident. Doctor, yes, please, can you talk of your education, your tenure, etc.? Hey, I have a lot of things that I've done. Where that one I'll talk about it one day. The coffee cakes. I've done a lot of things, including some other courses that are not even in IT. Those ones. One day I'll talk about them, and people will be surprised. I can program a computer. I can form a website. You see, very many things I can do. I am an artist. I know how to make music keys. But right now, I'm a doctor, and the doctorship is what is helping people. So let me continue helping people. I can open your heart. I can make you feel good by singing this song. Yes, healing my life with these words, killing me softly with this song. Yes, it will be nice to have doctor like you in USA. Killing me softly with this song. Doctor, I can't sleep early. What should I do? I overthink a lot. Abina, how old are you? How old is you, Abina? Tell me how old is you? Because age determines some factors in the life of a person. Age is very important in the life of a person. So, hey, yes, I'm laughing at someone here. Very fun. I'm laughing at someone. Now, watch our copyright doctor. Barry, I could have copyright so long. Barry walking exercise is telling me I'm singing like that guy that's refugees guy, that lady called killing me softly with this was selling my whole world, with this was killing me softly with this words. Abina is 21, has no sleep because he's thinking too much. Abina, you are thinking too much, and at times when you are young at 21, you have many dreams, and you may get into depression because maybe same like the real thing, Lord. Hey, yes. Body walking exercise. As we walk, I wish one day we will walk with you. That walk will be so long because I walk and talk and sing. I was born. I'm a real piano for life. A real piano for life. Like why did I pull the trigger, pull, and kill the mother son? Hey, let's talk about Abina. Abina, you are young. What is making you feel depressed? What is making you feel depressed, my younger brother or sister? Abina, I am depressed. Are your parents there? Or they are the cause of your depression? You know, sometimes parents can be the cause of children depression. Because you can find the parents' relationship, the father and the mother, is causing pressure on the kids. You don't relate well at home. And when you don't relate well, the children feel bad. So if you are married and you have your person, yes, you see things about dream, family, and poverty. Children that are between 21, 20, 19, and 25, dreams make them depressed. At the world that we are living in right now, people that are 21 years, they want to be millionaires at very fast rate, because they are seeing other families are living a good way of life than them. and they don't know they are still young, and they can grow slowly by slowly to what they can be. Millennials can understand this, but this other generation is a problem to make them understand. You can't be millionaire at 21 years. Something that has come nowadays, Forex. Some people are doing some funny things behind Forex, and they are making more children to have pressures of life, because they are seeing they are struggling in life, their parents are struggling, and they are not getting the money that the other children are getting. Please, Abina, if you are having pressures of life because of other peer groups and other things that you see on media, stop being depressed. Stop being depressed. Talk to your parents. Your parents will guide you as needed. If they have taken you to school, study, get a profession. Be always, start being how can I say, practical. Do some things slowly by slowly as 21-year-old, as you grow in your profession, and you will grow to a good person. I wish Beauty was here. Our friend who is 20, it's called what? Beauty or someone. Beauty, a 21-year-old girl that has left the home, is doing volunteership, working so hard, paying her rent, and it's not that the parents do not have money. Yes, tea, coffee, thanks. I wish tea was here to guide Abina. Tea, the parents are well off. But tea moved from home. She's doing volunteership, paying her own rent, and trying to save to have a company. I like people that reason like that. But Abina, if you continue following the media clashes and media sensations of young children between 25 to 30 years, or 23, 24, 25, that are saying are doing Forex, and they know very well they are doing some funny things like carding. Doctor, what about melatonin? Melatonin is good when you want to sleep. Will it work? Something new every day? Yes, try everything new, Abina, until you get there. Melatonin is a drug that we use when you want to get sleep. You have problems with sleep and several issues. You see, Miriam Mumbua, hi, welcome to the platform. So melatonin is we call it a dark hormone, but you can it signals to your body that gives you the dizziness to sleep. You feel dizzy and sleep. So melatonin helps when you want to relax your mind, and it does not help. It does not help with epilepsy. Melatonin does not help with epilepsy. There is something that called jet lag. When you are traveling, it helps. With some people that go to other countries or other continents, they don't get sleep. So if you get melatonin, it will help you to sleep, or change to the altitudes. It will help you to change to the altitudes. So let's get to know these things. They are very important. They are very important to know. So my friends, we were talking about focal epileptic periods. So Abina, have you listened to me? Stop having pressures of life. At 21, I was still in school. I was still studying to be someone in life, a doctor. And I tried very hard, and I'm still going on and trying. So don't give yourself pressures of life. Don't give yourself pressures of life because you think you are being left behind. Just as the coffee cakes has told us, one day I give my curriculum vitae. I go through my professional ethics, my life. One day I'll give my life, and it will be an inspirational. It will be such an inspiration. Because just like tea, I'm also the one who went out of home and started my own life. So young guys like Abina, please Don't have that doctor. I had a lady get depression and she started following my walking exercise and today is much better mentally and visually. Yes, when you follow the right content, like Abina is following a person like me and advising this Abina, these people become positive in life. The only thing I usually tell people to do is please follow the right content. Let's train, because in life we will not stop our kids from watching content on YouTube, Facebook, all those platforms, Instagram. You see, it will not. So we need to train our children to follow the right content. The coffee cake says, I have tried melatonin. It just made me sore and heavy, like could not move, but not sleep. Benadryl knocks me out. Benadryl knocks you out because it has pain. But I don't use anything now. Meds make me pretty drowsy. Because you are not using the right medicine. If you see something like you should use the Jackie, that's right, doctor. I'm glad you are on this topic. Very important, Barry walking. Let's train our children to come to important channels, not just watch. There are some things that I see going on media, very toxic. We should train our children to avoid them. When they see them, they see this is not my content, they move to the right content. But yes, endorphin helps bring serotonin. Coffee cakes. The Jackie movements needs some anticonvulsants and muscle relaxants. You see, don't give yourself things that will knock you off, thinking that you are helping yourself. The drugs that can help in these are drugs like valproate, carbamazepine, and there is one that is called phenytoin. All those drugs that I'm naming can really help you, but I'll share them with you. If you get something like melatonin and beryl, they will not help, they will knock you off. Melatonin will make you feel heavier and it will make you have problems when it comes to movement. It will make you have problems when it comes to movement. You see, so I will share them with you. If you can share them with your doctor, and at least your doctor can advise, but he can give you a prescription, because the what I'll give you, I know is good. If it's a good doctor, he'll give you that prescription. Doctor, good afternoon. Yes, it is good night here, Savior Man, my friend from another mother. Savior Man is my friend from another mother. And Savior Man, here it is 9:41 p.m. 9:41 p.m. Endorphin come from the exercise and working out, like said. Yes, or am I mistake? Yes, when you are working out, these things are released. You see, at night when it is dark, you release melatonin. That's why you become dizzy and you sleep. You see, I have a lot of people who contact me that they are depressed and they are worrying about everyday life's journey. Body walking exercise. You see, when we are young, like 18 years, we are coming in college and we are struggling. Some of the people, good evening for you in Kenya. Thanks, Savior Man. I told you today I'll come online earlier because yesterday I didn't come. Bullets were raving everywhere. I stay near the city and bullets are raving everywhere. I had to go home earlier. So I was talking to Barry Exercise about this. Body exercise. People have come from high school. Some of them don't make it to university. Some make to university, they get educated, they don't get any job. Instead of being practical and start to do something, they say they are jobless, they don't have job, they depend on their parents. This person that never went to university starts a little business and makes it in life. But there is this other one that did in university and got a job and became practical and started some other job. So it becomes more successful. This person that stayed home with papers saying there is no job, and maybe the other one who is still struggling, never went to university from high school. Yes, Gabriel, greetings Dr. Ben and everyone in the house. Welcome. He starts having pressures of life. You know, life is about two things. Life is about two things. Life is about finances, not 2, 3. Life is about finances, social upkeep, social resources, and 3, mental health. 3. So you don't have finances, you have problems at home, you don't have any banks of social input, and when you meet you look at your friends, you find that they have made it in life more than you. They have really made it in life more than you. What do? You start having depression. There is a person who has the finances and still have depression. There is a person who has finances and still have the depression because at the family they have mental issues and they are physically having problems health-wise. What do? It is about balance. Accept where you lie. After accepting where you lie, start creating a good environment for yourself. If you didn't go to university, if you didn't go to college, your parents didn't have money, do something. Someone can start volunteering and get something to do in life. Accept yourself. Don't look at yourself like the other person. No, you are you. That person is driving a big car, but back home he's not having peace. That person is sleeping hungry, but the problem is not money because he doesn't have appetite. You who has a small business, you started, you can go back to school and educate yourself by your small business by starting from a diploma, a certificate course and going up. And accepting to the world that this is my situation, but I'm working hard to be somewhere in life. The only problems is all about life has become so hard, and some people don't want to accept their positions in life. And even life being so hard, let's pray to God that, I don't want to say what I want to say, but let's pray to God that God can open other people's eyes. People sleep hungry in these houses. Some have the money. Some sleep genuinely hungry because they don't have anything. And they have tried the whole day to get something, but not got that thing. You see? Acceptance is very important. It's very important. There is a person who has an opening to do something and get something and doesn't want to do it because that person says he has class. Depression is a matter of giving yourself the acceptance and stepping one by one to the next level that you want, to the left level that you want. You know, if you find yourself you are at a position that you are in and there is nothing you can do, the only thing you can do is to wait. Then let the process go on and wait. Do what you can do and tell God, uplift me to the next stage. Maybe you are here and you went down. Accept the stage that you are here down and you will move to the next process. Welcome, Gabriel. Welcome to the chat. Welcome here. Today we were talking about epilepsy. And I wish we had Barry. I wish we had these people that are saying they are stressed on my channel. I will start bringing real situation of people that were stressed and have made it in life. Real situations. I really need to talk to these people. Now, causes of focal epilepsy, head injury, stroke. If you have any medical question or anything that you can ask, please bring it to the chat. Bring it to the chat. Let's talk about it. I see Abina has gone. Abina, are you still here or you left after I started advising? Abina, hope you are still here. Scar tissue. Scar tissue is where the brain was injured and it has healed. And you know, healing with a scar is like a scar. You remember the injection that you were being given? This one, when we were young. This is a scar. So the brain, if it heals with a scar like this, that is a bad thing. It will start having problems from that scar. It will work for sure, doctor. That's a good idea. Yes, that's a good idea. I will start bringing real situations so that people can know. So this is a scar. Anything that has healed the brain and has a scar is a bad problem, because it will start bringing the focal epileptic. That will become a focal point for production of wrong electrical impulses in your brain. There is some things, congenital brain malformations. There are some people that are born with brains that are not formed normally, and these brains, they start bringing problems on heating and congenital brain malformation. There are some people who are born with brain structures that are not okay, and it brings several things in your life. They are like neural, the ones that we talked about, neural tube defect, hydrocephalus, the big brain. Microcephalus is a small brain. Those ones are problems. There is one that is called polymicroglia. Hey, Kate, welcome, Kate. Welcome. I saw you have a very nice compound with green everywhere, Kate. I like when I see green and people are doing some gardening. I really love it. The brain develops too many small abnormal folds. Too many. It is called polymicroglia. The folds are called gyria. So when the brain is small and it is forming so many, it's called polymicroglia. So here, there are several things. There is something that is called agenesis of corpus callosum. Bridge connecting the two brain hemispheres. The bridge, if you have ever seen a picture of the brain, it has two sides like this. That bridge is called corpus callosum. If it is not there, you form a round brain that has no hemisphere. It has a very bad effect. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Chiari malformation. Part of the brain extends downwards into the spinal cord. Here, instead of having the midbrain, you have a brain that is going down to the spinal cord. You will have headaches, neck pain also, because when you turn, you are interfering with the brain, and swallowing problem. The last one we will talk about is Danny-Walker malformation. Danny-Walker malformation in the brain, abnormal development of cerebrum and fluid spaces in the brain. Abnormality of formation of the brain. You see? Now, those are the problems that causes focal epilepsy. Guys, if you are here and you have any question, please don't fail to ask. Just ask your question. Let's interact. And interaction is the best food that everyone ever has. Interaction is the best food that everyone ever had. It makes people feel good when we are interacting. Let's talk about infectious causes. Infectious causes, we have meningitis, encephalitis, neurocysticercosis, some cysts in the brain. And then the normal one. The normal one we usually know, genetic causes. Some people in their families, they are born with problematic brains that cause epilepsy. Focal, because we see it is a point. It is a point. Metabolic causes. People that drink alcohol and then you get low blood sugars. Electrolyte disturbances and severe kidney or liver disease because of drugs. These are called metabolic problems. And sometimes you may just not know where it's coming from. People are born in their families with unknown epileptic episodes. Now, symptoms of focal episodes. Symptoms. Jackie, the explorer. Hey sir, on what topic are you talking today? Explorer, I'm talking about epilepsy, convulsions, epilepsy. You've been here in and out, and that's why I'm talking about epilepsy. The Jackie movement or seizures. So motor symptoms, motor symptoms when it comes to epilepsy, you may find jerking of one arm or leg, facial tickling like this, that one, or head turning like this. You may find someone doing every time like this. Sensory symptoms, tingling, numbness, and burning sensations. Visual symptoms, sometimes hallucinations. You have seen people that have taken alcohol and they are hallucinating. And before hallucinating, you may feel, after hallucinating, you may see them convulsing, distorted visions and flashing lights. Auditory symptoms, ringing sounds, hearing voices on music. Autonomic symptoms are like sweating, palpitations, nausea, and goosebumps. Psychic symptoms. Sometimes people fear a lot, anxiety, deja vu. You see something has just passed. And emotional symptoms. Let's talk of aura in focal epilepsy. Aura, what? You know, aura is actually a focal aware seizures occurring before a large seizure. Before you start having a seizure, you start feeling strange smell and raising stomach sensation, sudden fear, visual flashes, and metallic taste. Those are auras. You start feeling a strange smell or rising stomach sensations. Those are auras. You see, those are how we talk about. That is how we talk about these sensations of focal episode. Focal episode starts from one part, and you see, I said epilepsy is a very long topic, and you cannot talk about epilepsy in one day. Imagine you have just talked about one, which is focal epilepsy. One, imagine. So if you are here and you feel that you have a question after I've really talked about this, if you have a question, please, it is your time to ask. It's your time to ask any question that you may have. You may ask your question so that we can interact, so that we can interact. So that we can interact and we can see anyone with any question about focal. That is just one part of episodes of the one part of epilepsy. Anyone who has any question on epilepsy, or you are coming in right now, if you are coming in right now, Come to the chat. Tell us I'm here. I'm new, or I'm just getting in. What is the topic of the day? Don't just watch and go away, my friends. Don't just watch and go away. Ask us what we are doing. Ask us what we are doing, and let's communicate. Let's interact. Let's interact. Let's get to know each other. It's good when we interact on the chats. It's good when we interact on the chats. Let's get to know each other. So anyone who is watching, who is coming in right now, and you have a question, anyone? Today people have learned a lot, types of epilepsy, and types of, we have talked about types of damage of the brain, congenital conditions of the brain, funny conditions of the brain, We have talked about them, and everyone is here listening. So as I talk so much, you've seen Barry exercise has come in and has brought another topic. At times you will not know how these topics come. Sorry about that. My camera fell off. At times you could not know how this topic comes in. You just come and you start a topic and another topic comes in. That's why I usually tell people, if you have a topic of interest that you want us to talk about, please bring that topic here. Let's talk about it. It may be not you alone who wants to talk about that topic. It may be so many people that need that topic. Like the epilepsy is a topic that was brought by one person, only one person, and you see how many people are asking questions. Don't feel shy to ask something that has been disturbing you. You see, don't feel shy. Just come and tell us, I've been wanting to talk about this kind of topic. Would you please talk about it? And even questions. Why do people fear asking questions? Don't fear asking questions. Ask those questions. Is there any question that I've not answered today? I think I've answered every question that everyone needed to know. So we have talked about focal seizure, and with focal seizure, there are types: focal awareness and focal impaired awareness seizures. So we have just dealt with focal seizures alone. So we will talk about, tomorrow we can talk about focal awareness, where focal awareness, a person remains conscious, knowing what is happening. You remain conscious knowing what is happening. But in focal impairment, the other one, focal impairment seizures, a person becomes confused and unaware of what is happening. A person becomes confused and unaware of what is happening. Repetitive movements, smacking on. You see, those are things that we will talk about that are very important. Then we have another one that is called generalized. You start having general body seizures. But tomorrow we'll talk about focal seizures and focal impaired seizures. So now that I've been talking so much, and guys, you are here listening, if you are new, please ask a question. If you are not new, please let's get like 10 minutes for questions. Let's get like 10 minutes for questions, please. Anyone who has a question, coffee cakes, thanks a lot for that. Thanks a lot for that. Some people don't like, when people are learning, some people don't like asking questions. But I see some people think that asking questions, a person will think that you are stupid. Some people think that when you ask questions, others will think that you are stupid. No, it's just you want to know more about what you have listened to. You see. So anyone with a question to ask before I log off, before I log out of the premiere, or anything that you would like me to talk about, anything that you would like me to talk about before I go out. You know, it is 10 p.m. here. It is just hit 10 p.m. here in Kenya, 10 p.m. in Kenya. It has hit 10 p.m. in Kenya. And today we are calm. We don't have so many things that are happening. Today we are calm here. And everything is okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So I think people have no questions for tonight. I thank everyone that has come to the live today, although it was early. Be blessed and share this platform. If the only way you can promote me is to share and bring most people at here, and even people have problems. If you feel that someone has a certain medical problem and sometimes you don't want to advise that person directly, just bring that person here or share that this platform with that person. He'll come and he'll learn, and that person will learn how to start talking. You know, the problem most of us we have is talking. The problem most of us we have is talking. We don't like to talk. We like dying with our problems. But when we know how to talk, we solve so many issues. We come and solve so many issues. You see, we come and solve so many issues. So like and subscribe, set to all to catch the next live stream. Doctor, can focal seizure be mistaken for anxiety? Focal seizure cannot be mistaken for anxiety. Anxiety is something else. You know, anxiety is when it's like when you are worried about something that you don't know what you are worried for. But focal seizure, it is an electric impulse that has no direction coming from a specific place. So it is firing from a specific place going to the other dimension. The difference is, in anxiety, you will not be stiff. In focal seizures, you can be stiff or you can have jerky movements. And when they happen, when the focal seizures happen, you can get what? A deja vu, or you can pass out. And we have seen there are two: awareness and non-awareness. So it cannot be mistaken. Anxiety disorders are totally different from this one. Anxiety disorders are totally different. You cannot mistake these two. It is very, focal seizures, they come with heaviness. You have the seizures and you are jerking out. You are like, you see. So it's important to ask questions. You see, like that one. Some people have anxiety disorders. And if you see someone who has anxiety disorders, you'll find that there are people that mistakenly, they think they are worried of something that they don't know. You are just there worried of something, staggering and sometimes jacking out and looking. That one you don't, anxiety disorders you don't pass out. But seizures can lead you to pass out. Focal seizures, epileptic disorders, you pass out. You pass out. Yes, feeling of impending doom. You see, coffee cakes helped me so much on this. A feeling of impending doom. Worried of something that you don't know. What is that you are worried of? A feeling of impending doom. See, thanks for that coffee cakes. Let's ask the questions, my friends. Let's ask the questions. Don't stay with that the questions. Kate, if you have anxiety disorders or your friend or someone else, you will find that this person will not have this person will not have the passing out. But in focal seizures, there is seizures, the real seizures. In anxiety disorder, there is no seizures. Yeah? Even washing your face with cold water can help snap out. Helps me when I'm anxious. Yes, it helps. When someone is anxious, it helps to relieve it. Or walking, singing, doing some things. But when you are seated alone and thinking a lot, it will not help. You know. Gabriel, you still here? Thanks. We are asking questions, Gabriel. Welcome to the chat. Ask a question that you have. Ask any question that you have. So that is it about that. Anyone with any other question? Epilepsy has cure? No, epilepsy has no cure. If you have, we have several types of epileptic disorders. If it started like focal epileptic disorder, you can grow out of it if you are a child. If it is started early and you are managed well, you can grow out of it when you are a child. But they are like the other epilepsy disorder, the one that we talked about, the tonic-clonic seizures, and the other one which is called generalized. If you are an adult and you have generalized epilepsy and you grew with it, it is hard. It is hard for you to treat it. But you see, there are some people who get into epilepsy because of using drugs, alcohol, and then they get partial brain damage. If you treat the effect, this person will become normal. Those are for others that have secondary effects that are coming because of it. But management is the most important thing when it comes to epilepsy. Management is the most important thing when it comes to epilepsy. But you cannot cure epilepsy. But for focal epilepsy, there are some drugs that you can use. We do very many tests when you come to hospital on the initial day. Metabolic problems, drug levels, infections. We rule out any possibility. How do you manage? Yes, when you come to hospital, Margaret, we rule out any possibility of an infection, metabolic problems like hyperglycemic, hyposmolar ketoacidosis, and drug levels in your body. We rule out all of them. When it comes to treatment, and Famino, hello, you have come today. I've seen you, Famino. I hope you are doing good, Famino, where you are. Hope you are doing good where you are. Have you liked, Famino? I know you have subscribed to my channel. Have you liked today? Please, as you come in, likes. Let's grow the likes. Let's continue the likes. Now, I was answering Margaret in Norway. Now, the treatment, we give drugs that stop the convulsions, the impending convulsions. Seizures. I have related this. I have already liked the video. Thanks, Famino. Stay around and ask me a medical question. I'm just answering questions tonight. Famino. So, common medicines we use like carbamazepine, lamotrigine, lavacetam, and lavatricam, and oxabazine, and valproate, the carbamazepines, the phenobarbital. The only thing they do is reduce the electrical firing from the brain until it stops by itself. So if you reduce the electrical firing, like the focal epileptic disorder, we have said it comes from a specific region of a brain. If it stops it, you will not get a seizure. So a doctor can give you like carbamazepine. Carbamazepine is always the first line drug. Carbamazepine is always the first line drug to be given to stop until maybe it grows. You are introduced now to valproates and phenobarbitons. So these drugs only reduce the abnormal electrical firing in and prevent seizures. There are some surgeries that we can do. If medicine fails, some neurosurgeons can get into your brain. If you have been identified there is a specific place of your brain that is really firing and it is the problem. So the seizure focus may be surgically removed. That place, the surgeons can remove it. A very delicate surgery is done by neurosurgeons. For me, I'm not a neurosurgeon, but I tend to know what they do, because if a patient comes to me with a problematic brain, I will stabilize the patient and I will send the patient to a neurosurgeon, because that is not my specialty. Although I've been trained about it, but I will not do it. I'll send it to a neurosurgeon. So the neurosurgeon is the one who will get into the brain, because they are trained on how to remove the specific firing region and keep it well. So mostly the surgical processes are happening to the temporal lobes of your brain. Muriet, hello, welcome to the platform. Thanks a lot for tuning in, Muriet. We are talking about epilepsy, and it's a question and answer time. So Muriet, if you are coming in right now, please your like and stay around for some time and ask the doctor some questions. Okay, you see. So there is something else, Margaret, that we do when you're starting to have the point that is firing before you get the seizure. There is an electrical device that we stimulate the cranial nerve number, because it starts from around the temporal region. We use it with the vagus nerve. We stimulate it. Then the negative feedback reduces the firing of your brain. This is an electric device. It makes the firing of that point to stop, because if it is firing and you are stimulating back the vagus nerve, those electrons are going back and hitting where the firing is coming from. You see? And then there is something called ketogenic diet, a high fat. If you are coming in, check if you have liked. Let's grow the likes, because they help. Hilary Yego, they call him Hilary Yego. Yego, welcome. We have been talking about epilepsy. So if you have any person in your family that is epileptic, if you have any person in your family that is epileptic, Yego, Hilary, if you are coming in right now, please check if you have liked. Double tap the phone that you are using, or if it is your screen, go to the like button. Let's increase the likes. If you are epileptic, or in your family you have something that is called epilepsy, any kind, a high fat, low carbohydrate diet used especially in children with difficult epilepsy. Don't use more carbohydrates, use high fats, because high fats is a cushion of electric impulses. Though they slow the electric impulses in your body. High fats, you see, mostly in children it is used. Avoid things that can worsen. Yeah, just came in kama kawarien. Nili like. Oh, okay. Muriet has said kama kawaida she has liked the chat. So people that are epileptic always do what? Don't stay long without sleeping. Don't stay long without sleeping. You are sleeping 2 hours. It will trigger, because the brain is getting tired. It will trigger what? It will trigger convulsions. It will trigger convulsion. When you are stressed, find a way so fast. Find a way so fast. It may bring what? Problems. It may bring problems on your side. When you are walking at night, avoid cars that are coming and flashing lights on your. If you are driving, don't drive at night if you are epileptic, because the flashing lights may bring focal epilepsy. The flashing of the lights may bring focal epilepsy. Alcohol. Missing medications. You are on medications and you are missing medications. Please don't miss medications. You get? Don't miss medications. Very important. Fever. When you feel that you have fever, 6 more likes to that. Thanks. Double tap your screen so others can see the stream. Yes. How long does a seizure last and what happens thereafter? It depends with the kind of seizure, with the kind of epileptic seizure that you have. Focal seizure, that is the one that, we have many types of epileptic seizures. Let me get to this question of Kate. Kate, if you have a focal seizure, which is focal awareness, that one lasts like a second or 2 minutes and it has gone. Focal impairment awareness, it goes longer, but not so long. But we have the second one, which is called generalized epilepsy. Generalized epilepsy goes so long because it's general. It may last so long and you may have problems. It may injure the brain. So there are some types of epilepsy that you can remember you had a seizure, but there are some types of epilepsy that you cannot remember that you had a seizure. You get? There are some types of epilepsy that you cannot remember that you had a seizure. Seizures are many, and we've just started from focal. Tomorrow we will be dealing with focal awareness and focal impairment seizures. We have not even started generalized seizures. That's why I said we cannot deal with this topic in one day. Is it advisable to stick, say, a wallet in the mouth of someone having a seizure to avoid them biting off the tongue? Sometimes it's good because that person, if you bite the tongue, it can bring problems, more problems of bleeding. You see, it can bring so many problems. So avoiding those breathing problems, because if a person bites the tongue, it can bring, but there is a way you can place this person. Sometimes these things are placing a person or cloth into the mouth. It can bring some problems, but at times it helps. You see, when you put a stick, so many people are putting sticks. The problems can be broken teeth, choking, jaw injury, several injury around the mouth. You see, but there is a way you can place this person. Mostly, you put a person in a recovery position. Recovery position is when a person is having a seizure and you are placing a person on the right side, and then you let that person, because when he's lying on the right side, the aeration goes in and out, and the possibility of biting the tongue may be low, and you can secure the head. No, not fetal position. Like, no, it's not like fetal position. It is a recovery position, lying on the side, and the legs, one of the leg of the left leg is turned, and then the right leg is above the left leg. It reduces the biting of the tongue and suffocation. So when you put those hard things on the mouth, at times it's not advisable, but at times they help. So you vary. I will not advise someone to put a metal thing or a stick on the mouth. This can injure the mandible, it can injure the tongue, it can injure the same tongue, it can injure a tooth, because those scissors are so heavy, a tooth may come out. So it's not advisable to do that. Just put the person on recovery position like this, and the left leg is curved as like you are sleeping, and the right leg is straight. It helps aeration, and it helps in recovery from the seizure. That is a very important question. Alicia, hi Alicia, welcome back. Alicia, you've gone so long. Hope you are good. You went and you did not tell me bye, Alicia. Hope you are doing good, Alicia. Have you liked the video? Like the video? The other time you left and you did not tell me bye. Hope you are okay right now, Alicia, where you are. Hope you are okay. So that is a very important question. So many people ask about that question. I'm sorry, it's okay. Don't worry, Alicia, it's okay. I'm just joking around. You know, your doctor is a funny guy. Now, that is it, the coffee cakes. That is a question that is usually asked about the putting something so that someone cannot bite the tongue. You may be protecting the tongue and destroying the gums and the mandible. Are you going to be live tomorrow? Yes. Kenyan time. Alicia Bausia, what time are you? Which country are you? I'm always live at 16:30 Kenyan time. Let me post here, you see. 16:30 Kenyan time. Check what time it will be at your place. Check what time it will be at your place. That is it. So we are talking about these recovering processes. We have said there are some things that can trigger problems of, some things that can trigger Alicia Bowser is from, I don't know, I forgot. Alicia, you're starting to have fun here. Now, New Jersey, Alicia. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Check the time at New Jersey, what time it will be. Now, we are talking about triggers, and triggers can worsen the convulsions. Triggers can worsen the convulsions. Sleep deprivation, sleep, flashlights, alcohol. If you are epileptic, don't take alcohol. Missing medication, fever. You have seen even children get fever when they are epileptic, you see. And certain drugs, some drugs that can cause epilepsy. And you know, if you are exposed to these problems, you are exposing yourself to things that can cause, a minute. If you expose yourself to things that can cause these problems, if you expose yourself to things, you can get some complications. Some complications like, someone asked me previous time, which drugs can cause epilepsy. We have antidepressants. Antidepressants like TCS and bupropion. And these ones can cause damage to your brain. Antipsychotics like chlorpromazine, clozapine, if you are using it, don't overdo it. Antibiotics, the antibiotics can cause you to have seizures. Imenepe, high dose of penicillins, metronidazoles, sometimes rare, but at times they cause fluoroquinolones. Quinolones are very complicated. Those people that use tramadol is a very restricted drug at times. Mostly intravenous. If you use intravenous tramadol, you can pass out. And people like it because when they use tramadol, they relax and they sleep. It can cause overdose, can cause you to have seizures. There are some stimulants and recreational drugs. Cocaine, methamphetamine, those are amphetamines. Ecstasy, you have had some people that have taken ecstasies and they have convulsed. They may cause high fevers, severe hypertension, and brain overstimulation. Always, alcohol can cause seizures. You have seen people. Benzodiazepines like diazepam, alzosapam, clonazepam, all of them can cause seizures. Anti-epileptic drug withdrawals can cause you to have seizures when you are having withdrawals. And antihistamines like promethazine, many drugs can cause seizures. So complications, we are talking about complications like falls, you fall down, you hit your brain, injuries during seizures, depression and anxiety, and status epilepticus can cause complications. They can damage your brain. So tonight, let's finish with what can you do? First aids when it comes to epilepsy. My roommate cousin took ecstasy once as he never woke up from sleep. He was 26. Yes, ecstasy, those are not good drugs to use. They are not good drugs to use. They can cause you to have problems in life. Now, let's talk about first aid during focal seizures, because we are dealing with focal seizures. If the person is aware, stay calm, guide away from danger, reassure them, because there is nothing big you can do. If aware is impairness, if this person's awareness is impaired, and the person doesn't know what is happening, this is what you can do. Protect from injury, protect this person from injury. Do not restrain forcefully, do not place objects on the mouth, the one that we have just been talking. And you have seen, said you can have jaw injury, teeth injury, or the same when you are placing something in the mouth. So don't place, and call emergencies. Take this person to a hospital to recover there. Very important. Hey, my guys, it has been a very long session today, and thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your likes, my guys. Thanks for your likes. So everyone who has watched, let's meet tomorrow at that time. And we here in Kenya, it's 10:32 p.m. If it is a day where you are daytime, be blessed everywhere you are. Stay cool and calm. May the Lord bless you. So can I say bye-bye? We meet tomorrow. Bye.